What's happening, guys? Just going to do a quick review today in the cheap vape shack on the SMY 60 watt box mod. First instance is the actual package it comes in. It's very good, very durable. Comes with a carabiner and some obviously zippers on the side. You've got your certificate of authenticity on the back. Let's open her up and see how we get on. So in the side here, you have a manual for your box mod. You have a microfiber cloth with the SMY logo, and the QC pass certificate stamp. This side obviously is your box mod. I've been using this about 6 months now. Ran it into the ground. Cost me about £19. Wasn't a lot. It was good. I used it for tank strippers and everything else you can really. For 60 watts, it was pretty good power. I must say, it was good output. Used to use it about 45 watts, and you got a good bit of power in there. Batteries used to last pretty long, even though it's an LED screen. So. Aluminium, not painted. As you can see, where I had it for 6 months, the wear and tear was really good. So it didn't scratch away any paint or anything else like that. I did drop it by accident once or twice, I think, and it still held up, still did pretty well. This is the back cover. It's a carbon effect cover on the back with SMY 60. It's got the two magnetic strips on the back, and these two holes are where it lines up with the screws on the back to hold it in place. These are other strips here. It does come with a black cover here, but because one of the screws snapped off, I had to remove that. When I left it on there for quite a while, I stuck it down with some glue, but it did work for quite a long time. I didn't need to touch anything in here. So the first thing, so the pros, it's a good box mod. Nice 510 connection on the top. The threads are really good. It's got a copper adjustable screw. Nice LED screen, good colour. Everything else like that. It's got a little port at the bottom. That's for a bit of airflow to get to the batteries. Nice. I do like this. This is very good. Once you put your battery inside, it covers it over. So then you just pull this, and the battery pops straight back out. Obviously shows you plus and minus where you need to, which way you put around the batteries. That's pretty much where the pros stay. It's con time. So. First thing that broke for me was the charging port. I do use a battery charger for my batteries, but I have been caught out a couple of times, so I used the port. You used to have to wiggle it around, if it starts to get a bit funky. One way up it wouldn't work, put it down the other way, and it would retouch the connectors again and start charging. Took a long time to charge, I must say. The power button, now this stopped, this seized up, don't know why, and the actual power button that's in there just by my finger actually broke off completely. Now I can show you this if I get my trusty tweezers out and show you. This is the power button. So the actual power button itself snapped off its connectors. It just inside there. Look. Just there, okay, which was bad, but it did last 6 months. It was pretty good. The high and low buttons did start to lose its functionality, which was quite annoying sometimes. You have to use these to push them together to unlock it. When I usually it was the bottom one that's starting to lose its functionality, and you'd have to keep pressing until the screen would unlock, which was starting to be really annoying. Yeah, it was a pain in the arse, it really was. But when it was working fully and it was working properly, it was really good. The plastic cover, like I said, didn't last long because obviously the screws they put in are tiny and they didn't last long either. You can see just by the top one. I hadn't put any glue on this one, but I don't know if you can see that just here. You know, obviously all of this stuff here is where the backplate sits on. You can see around the edges and everything else. It gets all, you know, scratched up all the way around it. But it's the inside. You don't look at that. It doesn't matter. You know, it's magnetic, so it's nice and it's held on, you know, very well actually. You know, it's not ever going to come off for me. But it was good. I can't, you know, if I put a battery in now, it doesn't work. The screen doesn't come on anymore. So that stopped. That's pretty much where we are. So I have a nice ornament that I can put on my shelf, just to show one of the things I've got, which is, there you go, look at me. And that's pretty much it where it stands now. If you've got one and you're having better luck than me, let me know. Be quite interested to see if they've lasted longer than mine did. If you're thinking of getting one, I'll put a link in the description. I did get it from aliexpress.com, £19. For what I wanted it for, just to do, you know, a bit of review on and use it for a little bit. It was good for the price. It did last long enough than going out spending hundreds of pounds, or, you know, £60, £70 on something that would probably last me a little bit longer, obviously, but I quite like it. It was funky, you know, it looked pretty cool. The LCD screen was nice, you know, I did like that. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys, and I'll see you soon. See you later.